The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Glad you are joining us today as we enter the final episodes of the NBA regular season. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs up against the Sacramento Kings at Sleep Train Arena. Well, for Sacramento, they've had a tough time over the last few weeks. 3-7 in their last 10 games. We'll see if they can make amends tonight. And the topic here, prior to tip-off, so many teams in the league going up-tempo these days. Kenny, as a player, did you like that style? I'm assuming you had to love it.
On the floor, visiting San Antonio Spurs. At small forward, Oubre. At center, Dwayne Dedmon. At shooting guard, Daniel Green. At the other guard position, Tony Parker. At the other forward position, LaMarcus Aldridge. The head coach of the visiting team is Greg Popovich. The big man, 6 feet 10 inches. Number 45, Aaron Baines. At power forward, standing 6'11", number 3, Big Spoon. At point, standing 6'2", number 22, Deontay Weber. At the other guard position, at 6'6", number 5, Malachi Richardson. Starting at the other forward position, 6 feet 7 inches, number 34, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. The head coach.
Greetings, everyone, from Sacramento. The Kings play host to a Western Conference affair here in the capital of California. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Spurs would love to finish off this road trip on a good... note, this is a hot team. They currently hold the best record in the entire NBA.
And they basically owned this team all season long, winning 3 straight, a chance to sweep here in the season series tonight.
Guys, I wouldn't be surprised if they get out to a big lead to see them try to run it up. I mean, familiarity can breed contempt. You've heard me say that many times. And they'll look to gain an edge going into next season if they can get a big win here.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for San Antonio, Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Oubre in at the 3. Last outing for Sacramento, they won that game against the Suns.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very sad. Satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
Here's Kidd-Gilchrist following the score by Tony Parker. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Back to Weber. 6 to shoot. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Three-pointer. Richardson, no luck.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Yes, Sacramento's head coach and I were able to chat. I asked him what they needed to key in on defensively, and he said, well, we've got to limit penetration by Tony Parker. He's really the, quote, head of the snake. And with this floater, he doesn't need to get all the way to the rim to score. It's crucial that we do our best to keep him outside the lane. Guys, that's no easy assignment. We'll see how much success they have defensively.
Thanks, Doris. The Spurs have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Now, here's Oubre. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. Shot clock at 5. Here's Aldridge. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Ball's knocked loose. Parker with the steal. Missed inside.
Well, you know what? All good things must come to an end, and they finally miss after making their first 4.
And Baines kicks to Weber. They double him with Green. Big smooth the pass to Richardson. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. Cannot hit.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Inside. Lays it up and banks it in.
That's really the area where they like all of their shots to come from.
Here's Parker. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Green dishes to Oubre. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
San Antonio shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. Free throw, good, Oubre. Good on both. The Kings trail by 4. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. There's a screen. Weber kicks to Baines. And it'll be Sacramento as it goes out of bounds. The Kings retain possession.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Clock at 6. Pass to Weber. Puts it up from 17. And there are the Kings with another bucket. Spurs have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. To the right side. Oubre passes to Aldridge. Kicks to Oubre. Latre. And he gets it to go. Oubre's got 5.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Weber against Parker. Weber kicks to Baines. There's the pass to Big Smooth. Now Parker. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Aldridge dishes to Parker. Got a piece of it. Here's Richardson. No luck. So the Spurs will take it the other way. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And boy, did that game nearly get away from them, but they were a little bit fortunate to have survived at the end of regulation.
Yeah, they got that second chance by virtue of forcing the overtime, and then things really swung in their favor after that.
Now, here is Weber, following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge. The 10-footer. Weber gets the bucket.
Wow, I'm surprised he took that shot, but he has a huge size disadvantage in that matchup. But tremendous job to knock that one down.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. The last time they met was in San Antonio.
Their last game against this squad, they won out thanks to some big contributions from the bench.
A total team effort, and I think the starters enjoyed a chance to be able to step back and relax and enjoy how the bench played.
The Monsters checked in for Aaron Baines. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. Number 1, the Spurs.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
And the Kings making a change here. Moore's checked in. Pass to Big Smooth. Kings moving the ball around. Clock at 4, and it's Moore penetrating. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Parker with him. To the inside. And Aldridge slams it in.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
The Kings trail by 3. And here's Richardson. With some arc, and it's good on the way in. Richardson's got his first basket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Aldridge is free. To the inside. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Moore kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Dishes it to Richardson. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. With the floater, he lays it in.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Now here's Gasol. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. No good from Clark.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
And Moore kicks to Kid Gilchrist. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Now here's Mills. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. The shot's good from Gasol.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Here's Hibbert. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Here's Simmons. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope, it's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Now here's Gibson. They trail by 1. He kicks it to Hibbert. 1:21 left in the first. More up top. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Gasol with the rebound.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And Sacramento has possession. After the basket by San Antonio. Moore outside. He dishes it to Kid Gilchrist. That's a big high bounce and goes in. Kid Gilchrist has got his second bucket tonight. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Simmons. Now the feed to Mills. Sinks the three-pointer. Mills has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now here's Gibson. 11 points last game. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the call will be against David Lee.
David Lee. That's his first personal foul. Substitution for his B.
The monster passes to Hibbert. Moore dishes to Gibson. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. They get Paul Gasol. The Kings shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well. Just about 75% from the line.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
Gasol, a screen on Gibson. And here's Mills from the arc. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. The first quarter all wrapped up. Exciting game so far. Spurs lead by 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break. And the Gasol brothers, both starters in the All-Star game last season. It's the first time that's happened.
It's like a dream come true. It's hard to really picture it.
Well, their story is a bit like a fairy tale, the way 2 of them, sons of medical professionals in Spain, have become 2 of the best centers in the NBA of this era.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, when you remember what a raw talent and how big and bulky Marc Gasol was when he was drafted by the Lakers, who traded him to Memphis for his brother.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach. For the Spurs.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Something else they've done a good job of tonight, right from the start, is penetrating and scoring.
The monster out there with Roy Hibbert. Then it's Weber. Then there's B. And it's Gibson in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. And Mills kicks to Lee. The shot is off. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game, and Detroit sets in motion a 4-game road trip for them. Weber drops in the tray. Weber's got the lead up to 1 now for Sacramento. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And Hibbert with the block. Left side, Gibson. Pass to the monster. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Weber the pass to the monster. Oubre with the steal. In transition, here come the Spurs. Lee outside. Now here's Oubre. 5 points in the game. Off the pick. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into him.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
Clock at 6. Pass to Weber. Mills with the steal. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. And that one's good. Simmons.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
San Antonio making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in. The Kings trail by 3. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's B. Connects from three-point range.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that three, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
Here's Simmons. Richardson cover. Aldridge a screen. 5 on the clock. Feeds it to Mills. Trying to answer back. But that three is off the mark. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's foul number 2 for him. Aaron Baines is checked in for Sacramento. Now Richardson, 9 points last game. And again, San Antonio running the court in transition. And the officials... Call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
For Sacramento, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Now, here is Weber, covered by Mills. Weber dishes to Baines. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. And that one comes up a bit short.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range. And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see who's led the league in blocks in the second half of the season. 5th is LaMarcus Aldridge.
He's been protecting the rim as well as anybody in the league during that stretch. I mean, he is not making it easy to take the ball inside.
And the first one drops. And the Kings making a change here. Kid Gilchrist is checked in. And he makes both free throws. The Kings trail by 6. Weber with it. He has 7. He feeds it to Richardson. Sacramento again missing.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Weber. San Antonio with the rebound. To the paint. Here's Oubre, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And nice job again that time to add to their lead. They're doing everything right at the moment.
Greg, you're exactly right. Good, solid, steady, no-frills basketball. Doing it in all aspects of the game right now, and that's a hard combination to beat.
And here's Mills. Here's Oubre. Aldridge a screen. Shot clock at 6. Off the pick. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. And now it's a 10-point San Antonio lead.
You know, he just like every other coach can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. Boy, are they struggling.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around, and that's why he needed the timeout.
Morris checked in for the Kings. Here's Big Smooth. Aldridge is covering.
And, you know, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
Yeah, it's palpable, Greg. I mean, clearly you can see the frustration. And it's understandable. I mean, right now they're on the wrong side of a big run.
That's tipped. Parker with the steal. And it's blocked. There's the dish to Moore. There's the pick, and the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Baines. 14 points from him the last game against Phoenix. And the shot is good.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know, he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Kicks it to Moore. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And a chance to check out the stats for Richardson. How last month turned out for him. He's around 10 points per game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And right now for him, it's about gaining experience and continuing to develop his game.
Well, you know it, Greg. You earn your minutes in this league. He's working at it, and I think more will come with time.
Spurs leading by 8. Parker kicks to Aldridge. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Parker passes to Aldridge. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Parker against Moore. Knocked loose. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Richardson. 5 to shoot. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. Guarded by Green. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Kid Gilchrist. The pass to Clark. Dishes to Gasol. Down low. And Parker with the basket on the assist by Gasol. And that's now 6 points for Parker. The Kings have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. From the stripe. They get it again. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Baines has got 4 points now in the quarter.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
San Antonio calls timeout.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
David Lee checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul will give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Roy Hibbert's checked in for Big Smooth. On defense, San Antonio. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And Gibson kicks to Hibbert. Kings moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Green against Moore. Sacramento gets it back. Good.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Outside, Green to the middle. Gasol inside. Good on the 7-footer. Gasol's got his second bucket tonight. Sacramento with the ball. 8-point game. And Moore kicks to Hibbert. We've got 1:08 left here in the second. And it'll be Sacramento as it goes out of bounds. The Kings retain possession.
Kevin, we've got a moment here to take a look at what the Spurs have done as far as NBA stats go over the last month. First in assists, first in steals, and they're number 1 in block shots. This is a team that doesn't allow easy shots in the lane.
And how about that assist rate? Great chemistry offensively. Playing with one mind, if you will, all on the same page. That's special basketball we're witnessing here tonight.
San Antonio leading by 6. 16 feet away. Parker's shot is off.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Papagini goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Oh, wide open look for Gasol, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 6 assists now in the game. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. To the left side wing. There's the screen. Moore outside. Clock at 6. Shoots it up. Here's Hibbert. And it's good. Through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
And
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Tony.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. LaMarcus Aldridge was the story in the first quarter. He had 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Efficiency, efficiency, efficiency.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report.
here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
We've seen LaMarcus Aldridge getting it done. He's got 14 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. The always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Oubre out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Dedmon in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's Green missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Weber against Parker. Now, here is Weber. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his third foul of the game. Pass to Weber. Shot clock at 6. And count the basket. He is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Mills, who's checked in for the Spurs.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Weber kicks to Baines. To the middle, poked away. It's Richardson on the wing. Now, here is Weber. He's guarded closely. Off the pick. No good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Connects in the foul line jumper. Aldridge has got 16 points.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Passes to Big Smooth. Here's Weber. Weber can't get that one to fall.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
The 3 from Mills. Can't get it to go. Good D by Weber.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have a range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
Richardson, good.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Dedmon passes to Aldridge. Nice ball movement by San Antonio.
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty. And he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
Nice game. Great performance by LaMarcus Aldridge.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they got to figure out how to contain him.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Kings head coach during that last timeout. He told Kid Gilchrist that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Here's Simmons. Richardson covers.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
The Kings trail by 5. Left side, Kid Gilchrist. Weber a screen. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Terrific design on the big play. He lays it in. Kid Gilchrist has got 4 points now in the quarter. The Spurs have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
I really hope he doesn't try that move again. It worked at one time, but he's not the guy to be working the crossover.
For San Antonio, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Baines did wrist, parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Spurs leading by 6. Here's Oubre. Sacramento grabs the miss. Big Smooth got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's the screen. Weber kicks to Baines. And a great assist by Weber as that one goes in. Baines has got 10.
He just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Aldridge is screen. Here's Oubre. An easy layup after coming off the pick. He's got 13.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Weber, the pass to Richardson. He kicks it to Baines. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Well, he doesn't waste too many of those chances close to the basket.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink. especially towards the end of games when the physical toll. Of a long contest really starts to add up.
Came hard off that pick and finished strong.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
We've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And here's Mills for three, and good on the basket. Look. Mills has got his third bucket of the night.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
They set the pick. The feed to Richardson. Now the pass to Big Smooth. Over to the left wing. Weber can't hit.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And Mills kicks to Simmons. Dedmon dishes to Mills. Launches a three. Rebound by the Kings. Romance's got his third rebound tonight. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Papagianni drops in the layup for two. Romance's got 4 points this quarter.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
7-foot shot. Here's Dedmon, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but also give them credit for the layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the basket.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Lee's checked in for Aldridge. For Oubre, and Tony Parker subbed in for Patty Mills. Gibson with it. He's picked up by Parker. Here's Hibbert, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Hibbert's got 10.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Here's Simmons. He's got 10. Releases. Parker's shot is off.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
That's good. He's got 6.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Knocks it loose. Outside Gibson. Pass to the monster. And Moore kicks to Hibbert. And he banks in the layup. Hibbert's got the lead up to 1 now for the Kings.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Lee passes to Dedmon, and he dunks it down. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
Well, 8 lead changes, Kevin, so far as the teams are battling it out here in the third.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Gibson the screen. Sacramento moving it around. Loses his hand off the screen and lays it up and in. And the Kings lead by 1. Now Parker. He's got 6. Pulls up on the wing. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says. But still, it's anybody's game.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got in good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Pau Gasol's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. He hits the second from the line. 59 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Parker dishes to Clark. Pass to Gasol. Feeds it to Parker. Here's Simmons. He's got 10. Hibbert pulls it in. Hibbert's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And it's Moore penetrating. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Moore's got 9. Spurs trail by 4. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. The dish to Clark. It's tipped. Shot clock at 6. Here's Parker. Lee kicks to Clark. Moore with it. The high post shot. No good on the buzzer beater.
All right, Sacramento. Please welcome to the court America's best teams through.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. We've got Weber. Roy Hibbert is out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then it's Aaron Baines, and it's Richardson in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Kings.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
You know, one other area they're doing well in is steals. I mean, they've knocked the ball loose a number of times and have been able to track it down after the fact.
Weber, the pass to Baines. Weber with a screen on Gasol. Baines dishes to Richardson. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Gasol with the rebound. San Antonio trailing here. Green kicks to Parker. That puts them in the lead. Parker's got 5 points in the quarter. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you hate to lose.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And for the Kings, their shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Weber, the pass to Baines. Back to Weber. There's a good screen. This is it to Big Smooth. And a great assist by Weber as that one goes in. And the Kings lead by 1.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. The wide open look here for Aldridge. And the Spurs scoring again.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was throwing fire.
Weber a screen. Big Smooth the pass to Kid Gilchrist. Kicks it out to Richardson. From past the arc. And he kicks it to go.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
Timeout Spurs.
San Antonio calls timeout. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He told them to stick with what's worked to this point, saying, listen, they're giving us all the space we need inside. Let's take advantage of it. Keep working the ball inside the paint.
Thanks, Doris. The Spurs making a switch here. Oubre's checked in. And now the Kings fast break. Kid Gilchrist leading the charge. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Sacramento calls timeout.
Timeout called by the Kings.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Now it's a 4-point Sacramento lead.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time. Enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Richardson, no luck.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Parker against Weber. He dishes it to Baines. He feeds it to Richardson. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Weber. It goes straight through with the switch. Weber's got the lead up to 4 now for Sacramento.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. The good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
The pass to Big Smooth. Kicks to Richardson. Dishes it to Kid Gilchrist. There's the pick. Rebound, San Antonio.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
So they take the lead. 16 points for Kelly Oubre. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
This game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game. Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play. Has to.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Gasol is screen to the inside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. 8 points for Pau Gasol.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
This is when the defenders really have to protect the basket. You need to be in sync as a unit defensively.
Offensive rebound. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And really, at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds from putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
This one for 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Richardson against Green. Richardson dishes to Baines. Shot off the screen. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
It's been a good night for Kid Gilchrist. He's got 16 points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists here and there, too.
And Clark, that needs to continue. When he has an opportunity to get an open teammate the ball, he has got to make that a priority.
The Monsters checked in for Sacramento. Parker kicks to Gasol. Here's Aldridge, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Parker against Webber. To the paint. The monster passes to Big Smooth. 3-pointer. Hope they get it back. Richardson for 3. Rebound, San Antonio. Aldridge has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting. Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. It's blocked. 14 feet away, and it comes off the front of the rim. The Kings trail by 8. It's Richardson on the wing. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. Covered by Green. Scooped up. Papagiannis. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Aldridge kicks to Oubre. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Aldridge has got 4 assists now tonight.
That's been their bread and butter in the second half. They've really knocked down their long-range shots.
And as hot as they are, no need to play conservative. Keep firing away.
And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
But they'll get another chance. Outside, Green. Parker dishes to Green. Goes back up. Out to Parker. Out of bounds. Sacramento will take possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Clark. He's checked in for the Spurs. Mills comes in for Tony Parker. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
All right, Sacramento.
They're down by 9. There's 1:38 left here in the fourth quarter. Nice game. Great performance by LaMarcus Aldridge.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
A different look now for San Antonio. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Gasol. Lee comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Kyle Anderson in for Oubre. Here's Kid Gilchrist. He kicks it to Weber. Back to Kid Gilchrist. 1:27 left to play here in the fourth. Good D by Lee.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. Because he can't get anything to fall this half.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Outside Kid Gilchrist. The feed to Weber. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter. And it's blocked. 5 to shoot. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Sacramento ball.
58 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question about it. That would be all she wrote.
And at this point, just... sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Spurs.
Agreed, Steve. And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. Clark, I think that was a big part of their success.
I love the way they scored fast break points tonight here. It was a key factor in coming out on top.
And I think coming into this game, these guys felt they had the confidence to win. And looking at the season they've had already, 58 wins in the books. Tonight will be win number 59.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated. 4 games, 4 wins, really asserting their dominance.
Well, they're going to finish, like you said, 4-0 against them, and you're right, very impressive.
And maybe it goes without saying, but they had no answer for Aldridge. And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
So the first one drops, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
Moore outside. Lets the 3 fly. As it looks like they call it over the back here.
Yeah, no doubt about that one with the over the back call.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted to take him for a ride right there. Easy call.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second.
A slight hiccup at the line, but he did what he needed to finish this game off.
Gibson passes to Moore. From deep, the long distance 3 is buried. And so it's San Antonio with the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, guys, I'm here with Tony Parker, and congratulations on this win. What was working in terms of the team's offensive flow?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game. LaMarcus Aldridge. He was the engine that drove this team the whole night, and his teammates had no problem harnessing the power of that motor.
There was nothing they could.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.